Hello, and welcome to the Kathleen Spracklin podcast. I am a woman on a mission to gather a cadre of writers, thinkers, and teachers who are transforming the world, one character at a time. And it all starts with one thing, a deep understanding of human motivation, why people do what they do, and the forces that drive them. To gain that understanding, I am mining the intersection of psychology, theology, and philosophy to make you a better writer. This is episode 71, Generosity as the Point of a Scene. What is that lost in the lost state? We have been examining the character trait of generosity as a way of giving a character a little more realistic, well-rounded personality so that there's more character traits and depths to the character than might otherwise be there. And we started out 2 weeks ago playing with magnificence as the driver of a plot and then loyalty as the driver of a subplot. And now we're playing with generosity as the point of a scene, where the scene is going to show exactly where your character falls with regard to generosity. And we could talk about where it is in the level of awareness. Is it just totally out of his mind? He doesn't even think about it and never tries? Is it completely at the other extreme, so natural that he's just naturally giving and generous? Or is it at the decision point where he has to say, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't? But today we're going to focus on that triad of emotions, on the question of loss. Now the loss state can come about either because it's a decision that's made, or it could be a little less evident where just nothing is thought of it, generally speaking, except maybe occasionally, or it could be just totally out of his mind. So those are all the areas where the character could be in that non-generous state. So today we're going to explore, what does that mean to be in the lost state of generosity? And it's mainly about whether the character feels there's enough to go around and then some, because it's difficult to be generous with something that you don't have enough of. So if a character is locked into a sense where he doesn't know how much is enough, then how could he ever have enough? And therefore, if he can't ever have enough, then how can he be generous? So that's the kind of situation that comes about with the lost state of generosity. The tendency is whatever might then be hoarded. And when you think about hoarding, it could be money, it could be possessions, it could even be time. But the key factor that you'll notice in the lost side of it is a sense of there's not enough to go around, and if I give up any of what I've got, I won't have enough. And so that is the mindset of being in the lost state of generosity. So let's see if that helps with you as you create your scene for this week's challenge. And of course, we're going to, in the following week, I'm going to encourage you to put all three of these together in creating a story. I'm working on a book, as I think I've shared with you before. And I think if all goes according to plan, then next week I should have a proof copy. So as soon as I have it in my hand, I will be delighted to show it to you. And I should have a pretty good idea by then of what it's going to actually cost. So I look forward to sharing that news with you. Okay, so that's it for tonight. Bye-bye.